How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going diving with my friend Kawai. You guys already know him, Chef Hong. We're gonna send it out. I just finished packing up the car and I'm gonna drive over, meet him at the spot, and then we're gonna head out for an afternoon dive, shoot it out to this deep ledge that we know of that tends to have a bunch of fish on it. Super random though. Usually I've seen big yellow spots, big omilus, I've shot a couple big knife jaws over there, which is pretty random also, and there tends to be a nice moo pile that always hangs around the spot too, so hopefully we can get on some nice fish. And also the plan is to look for Tako on the way out, because Kawai likes to stockpile a bunch of it and then bring it up with him when he goes to college, because he can't really Tako dive when he's on the mainland, and so he brings a bunch with him, freezes it, brings it up with him, and then gives it to his family, cooks it up as his semester goes along and all that good stuff. So we're gonna try and get a bunch of Tako on the way out, because there's some really nice flats on the way to the ledge, and then get to the ledge, hopefully shoot some nice fish. And as his name suggests, Chef Hong, he's a very good cook and he makes some really nice, really delicious fish dishes, and so we're gonna hopefully get on some nice fish for him to cook up, because I love eating his food. So hopefully one of us can land something nice and we can cook it up at the end of the video. But yeah, that's the plan right now. But really quickly before the video goes on, I mentioned in my last video, I talked about the Lahaina fires. All of you guys have probably heard about the situation already, what happened to Lahaina town. And so I also in the last video talked about, I put in my description a bunch of donation centers and donation links. And that's going to be the same for this video. In the description of this video, those links and donation centers will still be there. So if you haven't donated yet, and if you haven't shared these donation centers and stuff with your friends and family, if you could go ahead and do that first before you watch the rest of the video, go check those out, go do that really quickly, and then you can come back and finish this video up. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you in the water. Shoot. Alright guys, starting off the dive here looking for Tako, and I spot one here, so I start poking him out. This guy was actually super well camouflaged when I spotted him from the surface. The only reason why I decided to take a drop to check and see if it was a Tako was because it was a very weirdly shaped rock situated right in the middle of that tiny little white pocket in the rest of the flat there, and I just swam right over it, and that's how I spotted it. Like I said before in other videos, my Tako eye is not very good at all, but I took a dive down halfway. I saw it change colors, start to go back in his hole because he was getting scared, and then realized it was a Tako, so went down and poked him out of there. Then here's another one. Same story. This guy was just sitting, looking like a purple blob on the floor, so he was a lot easier to spot than the first one that I saw. Little bit of a smaller one as well, but Kawai needed Tako for his trip back to college, and so just went down and quickly grabbed him. So after hunting the flats for Tako for a while, we managed to make it out to this nice zone right before the ledge that in about 55 to 60 feet that has some pretty nice structure and usually holds a bunch of fish. And Kawai makes a drop and lands this nice opelukala, one of the most underrated eating fish on the reef in my opinion. But after he shot that, we weren't having too much luck in the shallow side of the ledge, so we made our way over to the deeper side. And I didn't have my watch with me this day, I forgot it. But Kawai was on his drops was telling me it was like 80 to 85 feet. And so I assumed we were diving in the same area, so this is probably about the same depth. And these kahalas start circling me. There's like 3 of them that were just surrounding me this entire dive, which is pretty cool to see. But also I noticed this big pile of moose sitting right in front of me. And I'm trying to get them to come closer, but they weren't really having it. And I try to make a move on this guy right here, but he's wise to it and he turns around and starts swimming away. So I start going back up to the surface, but now I know that there's a nice pile of moose sitting on this little bit of structure right here. And so after Kawai makes his drop, I start making my drop. And I swam a little bit further down to try and get closer to that structure that I saw on my first drop, because I figured that the moose would be more comfortable staying closer to that structure because that's where they were hanging out. And so I'm making my way down here, and as soon as I hit the bottom, I already know that the moose are in the vicinity. And so I hit the bottom and I just immediately put my eyes down. I start throwing up sand, scratching the bottom and stuff, and I take a quick glance up to see where the moose are at, see if they're coming in. Put my eyes back down, keep scratching the bottom, I keep throwing up some sand, and then I take another couple quick glances to check the moose progress, see how close they're coming. Then I look over to my left and I see two of them are coming pretty close and one of them is in range, so I line up, take my shot, and immediately as soon as the shot's in, he runs over to this cave, this little cave, and I grab my reel, lock it down, and I just horse him out of that hole because I do not want him getting stuck. There was a little bit of current going on this day, and to extract a fish that's stuck in a hole at 80 to 85 feet with the current would have been an absolute nightmare, so I just grabbed the reel and yanked him out of there. So I make it up to the surface here, and then as I start bringing up this moo, I start to notice that my shot is way lower than I anticipated. And also I think what happened is I hit him pretty low initially, and then also even though I hit him a little bit higher up than the shot ended up, because I was fighting him and because I strung him up and I was pulling him out of the hole and whatever, I tore a big gash in him, and you'll be able to see it a little bit here once I get him in my hands. But I think the reason why he didn't rip off is because the shot was also right above his two bottom fins, and there's a lot of bone there to hold in the shot. And so I think that kind of saved me here, but either way, got lucky, landed this really nice moo, and I just really quickly put a knife to his brain so he can't fight me anymore and sealed the deal on this beautiful, beautiful fish. Always stoked to land these guys because they're one of my favorite eating fish on the reef, as it is for most people, and so super stoked. Also to land them at depth, I'm always stoked on landing any fish at any kind of depth. And usually when I'm diving this deep, I don't actually shoot anything, I'm just going down there and looking around. But to actually shoot something at these depths always makes me pretty stoked. But yeah, beautiful fish, and it could be my deepest fish ever. I'll never know for sure because I didn't have my watch, and I'm not going to count it as my deepest fish because I don't know for sure. But if it was 85 feet like Kawai was saying, my previous deepest fish would be 82, and so this would have beat it. But I'm still super stoked either way. But here's Kawai going down, and this was definitely 85 feet because he had his watch on him and it was telling him 85. And he finds a Tako with a golf ball in front of his hole. And you can already tell it's a big Tako because you could see the suckers. But he spots this Tako while going down on an 85-foot drop. And I gotta tell you, this guy Kawai will find Tako no matter where you put him. You could drop him in the middle of the Alawai and he'll somehow come out with a Tako. But this is something that I've personally never seen before. I've never seen somebody land a Tako deeper than like 60 feet. And so this was pretty cool to see. As he was coming up, I saw the Tako in his hand and I was so confused. But he bites it on his way up to kill it. And secures this pretty good size one too. It was a big one, like 5-pounder. Tako master, this guy.
Tako master, baby.
guys, so we got this beautiful moo right here. Maybe like a 4.5, 5 pounder, something like that. Decent size one for sure, real good eating size. And we're gonna cut him up right now, and then we're gonna go over to Kawai's house, and then we're gonna do a little catch cook. I think he has that opelu kala on him as well. I don't know if he's gonna cook that tonight or not, but yeah, we're gonna do that right now and head over there, eat some good fish. So let's get to it.
So we got the moo that Zach shot the other day, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a little panko crust on it. Do some herb sauce, but in my head this sounds good. We're gonna see. But I'm gonna do a pineapple and macadamia nut like crusted sauce, roasted macadamia nuts. So we'll see. I'm trying to sound fancy here, but it's just all good food, right? So yeah.
Let's see how it goes. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Huge shout out to Kawai for coming out on that dive with me and for cooking up the fish. Came out amazing as always. I will leave all his socials in the description below, so go check him out. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Got that really nice move down in a little bit deeper water. Managed to seal the deal even though I got a low shot, and then cooked it up. Came out delicious. And you know, moo is one of my favorite fish to eat, so I was super stoked on that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Before you guys tune out, if you haven't already looked at the description and checked out those donation links for Lahaina, go check them out right now before you exit this video, and help out where you can. Continue to pray for Lahaina. Help out however you can, whatever way you can. Anything helps. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you in the next one. Shoot.